Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are diving straight into the strategic battle between progressive web apps, PWAs for short, and traditional native apps. The way we build and distribute mobile software is undergoing a massive shift right now, and honestly, the numbers are completely rewriting the math for businesses and developers alike. We're going to explore all of this using the Fendous Live platform as our proof of concept.
To really ground this conversation, Fendous Live is a fantastic example. It's this super lightweight, totally privacy-friendly event management platform that works for in-person, online, or even hybrid gatherings. But here is the absolute kicker. It does all of this without requiring a single App Store download. It's built from the ground up to be instantly accessible to literally everyone.
The crucial point here is that Fendous Live operates 100% right in your browser. It completely eliminates the friction of traditional event apps while keeping a fully paperless, sustainable footprint. I mean, think about the last time you went to a conference, stood in a crowded lobby with terrible Wi-Fi, and had to download some massive 50-megabyte app just to see the daily schedule. Fendous fixes that entirely, with zero installation required. So here's our agenda for today. 1. Meet Fendous Live. 2. What are PWAs? 3. PWA versus native apps. 4. The strategic advantage. 5. When native rules. And finally, 6. How to install PWAs. Let's get right to it. Starting with Section 1, Meet Fendous Live, Sustainable and Seamless Event Management.
Fendous Live empowers organizers with features like instant QR tickets. And get this, there are absolutely no user logins required. Attendees can register in seconds without creating an account, keeping their data totally private by design. Plus, the system has offline check-in capabilities, so even if the venue's Wi-Fi drops, the host can just scan a QR code and check someone in instantly. It's completely paperless and frictionless.
Moving on to Section 2, what are PWAs, the technology behind the magic?
So what exactly is a progressive web app? Think of it as the ultimate best of both worlds scenario. It's essentially a website enhanced with app-like features. It runs in a regular browser, but behaves exactly like a native mobile app. You get offline access and home screen installation, all without ever stepping foot inside an app store. I absolutely love this front door analogy. Think of a native app as waiting in a long line outside a club, with a bouncer checking IDs at the app store. It's a huge barrier to entry. On the flip side, a PWA like Fendous is like walking straight through an open front door via a simple URL link. You just click and you're in. It's an immediate try-before-you-buy experience. All right, Section 3, PWA versus native apps, the head-to-head showdown. When we stack them up directly against each other, the differences are huge. For distribution, native apps are locked in app stores, while PWAs use simple URLs and benefit from standard SEO. For the code base, native requires separate development for iOS and Android. PWAs, just a single code base. Updates for native apps require annoying store approvals, whereas PWAs update instantly. And of course, the cost for native is notoriously high, while PWAs are significantly lower. Which brings us perfectly to Section 4, the strategic advantage and the data-driven business benefits. The financial impact here is literally a game changer. Development data shows that progressive web apps cost an impressive 40 to 60% less to develop than their native counterparts. Because you aren't paying two entirely separate teams to build the exact same app twice for Apple and Android, your upfront investment absolutely plummets. And because you're building this just once for all platforms, PWAs can reach the market 50 to 70% faster. In today's highly competitive landscape, being able to launch your product in weeks instead of months can genuinely be the difference between capturing a market and being completely left in the dust. But what about the users? Well, because PWAs completely eliminate that installation friction we talked about, platforms see massive user growth. For instance, after launching their PWA, AliExpress saw a staggering 104% increase in conversion rates for new users. When people don't have to wait for a download, they are vastly more likely to actually engage with your product. Bringing this all back to our Fendous Live case study, they intentionally went with a PWA architecture for a very specific reason. By running entirely in-browser with minimal file sizes, they're eliminating server bloat and massively lowering energy consumption. There are no heavy back-end servers constantly running up energy bills, which perfectly aligns with their mission of true software sustainability. Technology that connects people while protecting the planet. That's the guiding principle from Fendous Sustainable Solutions. It really demonstrates how choosing a lightweight technology like a PWA can effortlessly merge everyday business practicality with genuine environmental awareness. You're building a tool that's better for your users' phone storage and better for the planet's energy consumption. Now, to be totally objective, let's look at Section 5, when Native still rules and its objective limitations.
Look, PWAs are amazing, but native apps definitely still hold the crown in a few specific scenarios. If you are building a mobile game with high-performance graphics, you need native. If you require continuous background processing, especially on iOS where Apple places strict constraints on APIs, you need native. And if your app requires advanced hardware access, like deep integrations with Bluetooth devices or NFC chips, native development remains your necessary path.
Finally, Section 6, how to install PWAs, taking Fendous.live absolutely everywhere.
For all you Apple users out there, this is super easy. Just navigate to Fendous.live in your Safari browser. Then tap the Share button at the bottom of the screen. Scroll down a bit, select Add to Home Screen, and simply tap Add. Boom. You instantly have the native feel Fendous app sitting right there on your home screen. If you're on an Android device, the process is just as seamless using Chrome. Open up Fendous.live. Tap that little three-dot menu icon in the corner and select Install App or Add to Home Screen. You just completely bypassed the Google Play Store and got the app directly on your phone in seconds. And don't forget desktop. On a Windows PC or a Mac, just open up Chrome or Edge, look right inside your URL bar on the far right side, you'll see a little install icon. Click that, and it instantly adds the Fendous Live app to your computer. You can launch it directly from your Start menu or your Mac launcher whenever you want. So given the massive financial savings, the incredible speed to market, the built-in sustainability, and that completely frictionless user experience we explored today with Fendous Live, you have to ask yourself a serious strategic question. Does your next big project really need an app store? Or is your next app actually a PWA?